gotta go through all this so that, you know what I mean? They're like, damn, I never heard this much talking in school. All right, but here's the thing, if I say late launch, you don't have, you know, you're gonna, what the heck is late launch, or what's scap load, or what's this, or whatever, so we gotta take the time to go through this. This is the first you'll ever hear me talk. I
It's
promise.
better than
Is that thing
school.
connected to like Verizon? Like actually connected to Verizon?
No.
No, I'm just using it through here, but I do have Verizon. Alright, where's my app?
It's better than school because we don't know what they're talking about.
Exactly. See, now this is baseball, anyway.
We don't
Alright.
understand what they're talking about. It's like jitty
So, I gotta find, alright, you were right here. So let's look at your, I wanna film, I'm gonna show you on your normal throwing. So what do you notice about your head there? Look up on there.
Not looking at my phone.
Okay. Look, notice that when you go here, from there, watch your front leg. As you kind of collapsed on there a little bit, watch your front leg, where you landing there,
on your toe.
okay? And you're kind of just like pulling you don't have a lot of separation here, you're just kind of pulling everything together. See your head, chest, hips, you linked all that together. Now the good news is, what do you have going really good there?
His elbow.
Yeah, you see, you got your arm really connected well. So the good thing is, and see how your arm lays back, so you want to crack a whip, it's just a little early launch, right? So your shoulders are more even, all right? So, you know, hip shoulder separation, landing foot on top, the front leg. So when you land like this, land on your toes, so you're throwing the ball now. So you're throwing it right, so when your front knee stops moving right there, you've already opened your chest up. So
Just
you just, it's just like you've taken the rubber band, the strut, and you just released it as you're throwing the ball. So you're not, you know, and you're a strong guy, but you learn to hold that at the right time. You're gonna pick up like 5-7 miles an hour, just being more efficient with our lower half and hip shoulder and landing and hip shoulder separation, right? And your arm's gonna feel better, all right? So, why is this thing that square? I think it dropped me. Okay. So let's look at, so you kind of early now you pronate, but notice where you stop. Where's your hand? Above the knee, right? A little bit, and the elbow's a little bit outside. And now where's your weight on your foot?
It's going over it.
Yeah, so it's on your toe and your momentum. You kind of want to go around the front hip, but you get up on that toe and it takes you forward. Okay? So we gotta learn to lock that in. It's better to land foot on top. It's like a seal. It's almost like we're pulling back. All right. So I like to look at just general throwing. Like that. Let's look at from what you look like from behind. Now watch. You got a little bit of a posture thing. I think. So right here. See when I talked about quad dominant. See how your knee is outside your toe. All right. We really want to try. I really want you to try to kind of think like if you were doing a deadlift in the weight room. Notice how your knee would be more over top of your foot. So we want to think about more in our glutes, not so much our quad. All right, that's gonna be better for direction. God. All right. So you can see how your front. I thought Apple was supposed to be good. All right, hold on. So here, notice you kind of go there, your little quad, see your heel's off the ground already? So I know you got the weight in your toe, on the ball of your foot. And then you kind of land on that ball of the foot, and you got some slack in here. In other words, you're kind of tilted back and leaning back a little bit. All right? So you can see that what you can't see is that your arm is up ready to throw the ball, pretty much right there, and your foot, see all your weight's on the inside of your foot. You can still see, if I blow that up a little bit, you can still see your front foot is still not planted, but you're throwing the ball, right? So you are throwing the ball right there, and right there is when, and you know, even there, your heel's never firmly, see it on the front foot? You never get everything out of the ground there, and then look where your head is. Right, you're going into launch, and notice, let's look at where your foot is. Now, the good thing is your hand comes over your elbow pretty good, that's because you were connected back here. So that's really good, really good. I'm glad we don't have to worry about that. But I know you don't have much hip-shoulder separation, because when you go through, where's that foot? Off the ground, right? Never really quite got through, and we never really firmly stabilized the front foot. So it's lower half with you, right? That's gonna be your main thing, all right? And then finish there. Let's go look on the mound. I know this is painful, but we gotta do it.
No, this is perfect. You said what have I told you, Wyatt, about how you throw? I've always told him that he's good from the shoulders up and he's bad from the waist down.
Yeah. So. What do you see there?
When he's bent.
Okay. So that'd be more of the classic drop and drive, right? But that's what you saw in there. See, your knee is going to be outside your foot.
That's what you're telling me to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dad taught the
Blame me for that.
Well,
Yep.
that's what we were taught.
Yep.
We were wrong.
Yep. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
We're here
So
to learn.
that's what I'm saying. That's the good thing is you're young and you can fix it. It's really not that gonna be that big of a fix. You just gotta learn. We're gonna do some drills. I'm gonna show you some drills, just to work on at home, just to work on learning how to co-contract that rear hip when you go into your leg lift. Because you got a great leg lift. So you get leg lift. If we stay firmer there, you're gonna have a great hip lock. Your front hip's gonna be higher than your back hip. All we gotta do is firm that up and learn how to load that. It's just gonna have to do some drill work at home. But that's gonna be. I mean, that's the first thing we're gonna fix. But it's probably gonna be one of the easier ones. Okay. So, but it's also gonna have one of the biggest things of your whole improvement of your delivery, because if we're efficient there, then all the other attractors usually start getting a little bit better, right? But if we're weak here, then we tend to have weaknesses in other attractors. Okay, that makes sense? Okay. Yeah, no, I mean, I get it, because trust me, that's what we were taught back in our day. Drop and drive. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I heard drop and drive. And we were dumb. But now with technology and stuff around, we realize, man, we screwed up a lot of kids. Sorry. So you're playing soccer now. So it's bad sports. Okay. Commie sports.
Jagan plays soccer, by the way.
All right, now, the other little thing is, watch how active you got a little bit of a lead leg disconnect. All right, see your front leg is kind of, see how your knees are separating a little bit? I want you to try to feel like you're holding that in, your knees, keeping your knees closed in to at least here. See where your toes open up a little early? I mean, it's not bad, just we're talking breakfast, but here, look at your head. Hey, Mom, up over there in the stands. Right, I don't know where you're looking. But you can see there, it's just kind of the front leg pulls. This is how you're trying to get rotation. You're trying to get rotation with the front leg pulling you open. See how it's on the other side of the blue line?
Mm-hmm.
And you're landing toe and your knee's still inside your foot. And so we know that the pelvis has not done really anything yet. It hasn't really started to rotate you into. See, the pelvis rotates you into foot plank. Okay, y'all understand that? This is going to rotate and get the foot down. Okay, it's not the front foot knee pulling open, right? I want you to feel like, if you were still tight in here, that back knee and back hip are going to turn over, and those laces are going to turn over on the back side as you move into foot plank. All right. So we got to work on this. We got to work on hip abduction, and we got to work on foot on top, and learning to land. So see, you kind of landed toe inside your foot. Now watch your front knee. By the time it stabilizes, right about there, where's your chest?
Open.
It's open. So you've lost your other attractor, which is hip shoulder separation. All right. Now the good news is you got good attraction there, and I think you're pretty good there. All right. So those are not a problem. This is not a problem. Your problem is right? Okay. And there. Okay. Okay. So arm lays back, but see then there's the see how everything affects everything? And then our decel, right? I want that arm coming down past your knee.
Mm-hmm.
That means your trunk has flexed, has has rotated and flexed forward all the way, right?
And all that energy
And then
leaks
all that
forward.
energy moves forward. So that just means we haven't really transferred, right? 'Cause
So do
the
you,
key thing is that front foot. When that front foot lands and stop, we're asking you to stop 1.5 times your body weight at foot plant there, right? So if we don't stick it like a gymnast there, and it's wobbly or whatever, then you're not going to get everything out of the ground to resist the crack a whip against.
what do you think of his stride length?
I mean, I could lay him down. I don't worry about. I mean, stride length is a byproduct of a lot of things.
Okay.
And it's not awful. I mean, I would probably think once he gets a little better, he'd probably be a little bit lower down here.
Okay.
But that's I don't say just stride long because you can do dumb things to stride long, right?
Okay. Okay.
You know, most kids you say, you know, oh, good stride long, they just leap out there, right?
Right.
And
Just hop or jump.
just hop or jump. It's
Right.
not really. That's going to be more of like your mobility, body type, flexibility, tempo, right? Most of you guys move way too slow, right? That's another thing we'll talk about later once we kind of work on these attractors. But you guys are tempos are like, you know,
you haven't
move
seen
fast,
Amari
man, move
You
fast.
haven't seen Amari pitch.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's like, you know, I mean, if you're 6'5", 240, you can move slower because you got bigger mass. Force equals mass times acceleration, right? When you're smaller guys, you know, like Derek Casey, when he hit 95 as a senior, I mean, he was like 6'1", right? 190, but he moved really fast, okay? Look at Oswald. Look how fast he moved. I mean, that's slow-mo, but you can see how fast he moved forward, right? Pedro, Bauer, I mean, a lot of the small, look at small pitchers. They can throw just as hard as big guys, but they gotta move faster. And most young guys are not very big. And the other thing is, most of your inefficiencies happen, a lot of inefficiencies happen because we give the body too much time. If we start picking our tempo and moving faster, your body's gonna be like, holy crap, but I gotta be more efficient to the attractors, right? If I start moving faster, right? So if force equals mass times acceleration, your mass isn't gonna change overnight. So the one part of the equation that you can do to get more force into your throws is accelerate faster. Okay, so that gets into being better with the attractors, and then our tempo being faster. All right. Okay, so for you, you have a sheet. All right,
You can.
you got a pen. Who's got the pen?
That's fine.
There you go. These just when you think I couldn't talk anymore. All right. So load while moving forward, put significant because you were just kind of over the rubber. Put co-contraction of the back hip. Put significant. Arm action sync was good. Closed at 45, you had caution some. Your front foot was a little bit open halfway through your stride. Okay, for front leg, foot on top, and late launch, put significant.
So for separation of foot strike,
Separation, what did I have? Separation of foot strike, that was significant also. I told you it was all over half, man. It's like, and then the other thing is on your deceleration, trunk flexion, and rotation around front hip. On those two, you need significant improvement. You have good pronation. It looked like your elbow had some flexion in it, meaning it was slightly bent after release. You didn't have the elevated W. You didn't have inverted W. You're not behind the acromion line. You did not have flat. So you were good all through there. From arm action looked okay. Postural connection and rhythm and tempo. I'm going to put caution on those just because I think you can move faster. And posture, just because when I saw you throw live, your head was like facing way over there, which is usually, and your head was kind of like looking up at the sky over there. All right. Okay. Let me get into your partner in crime.